this week we are winter. It actually isn't officially winter, but it sure feels like it. And we went straight from summer into very cold autumn and winter. So this week I want to talk about how to take care of your garden when the weather's really unpredictable. And we could get a lot of heat or we could get a lot of cold. We're going to focus on the cold since that's what we got this week. What can you do to protect your garden? Here's an example of what basil will look like when it's exposed to frost. And you can see direct frost creates direct brown. In these seed pods here, they are actually protected and the seeds are still likely very viable. These basil plants were protected from the frost. They get about a half day's shade and the house gives them some protection. And you can see that they didn't wither the same as the more exposed plants. Some plants like this Tacoma need a hard frost to really get knocked down. You can see there's hardly even any damage to the flowers. But if we get a hard frost and it goes below 32 degrees into the mid or high 20s, there's a chance it will be damaged. And if it stays there for any amount of time, it will die right down to the ground and come back again next year. Most cacti and succulents can handle a light frost pretty easily. In fact, some of them really do well. This is a time of year that this mother of thousands, the kalanchoe, it's starting to set buds, and we'll soon have a really lovely display of waxy looking coral colored flowers. Cactus, for the most part, as I said, and succulents can take a lot of cold. Some of them are more tender than others. The most important thing you have to remember at this time of year in the winter is keep your cacti dry. That's a little difficult because we tend to get more rain in the winter, but if their soil is kept dry, then they're not likely to rot and they will survive better that way. So how do you keep your plants safe? Shade cloth is excellent to protect your plants. We're being watched out the window. Anyway, this happens to have a really beautiful aloe that is just coming into bud. And so you can see, if I manage to unwrap it, see the buds coming up here? Those will have beautiful shoots of scarlet red flowers in another month. But we are coming into lots of frost weather, so just to keep those buds safe, we are covering them for the frost with a piece of shade cloth. If you have some delicate plants, cuttings, seedlings, divisions that are just growing in, put them in the shade, ideally with some kind of cover over them so that they're protected from the frost. Frost almost falls like snow, so if you give them an overhang or something to keep them safe, they'll handle a lot more cold than they would if they're exposed and outdoors. So what else do we have to look forward to as the weather changes? There are wonderful things about the autumn as it comes. Look for the foliage change. It's going to be really pretty. A lot of plants, especially fruit trees, turn very pretty colors. Some of the plants go into full dormancy and lose their leaves. That's called deciduous. Some of our California natives come back to life because they love the autumn and the winter. So, let's get going on that garden. Hope this was useful to you, and if you have any questions, again, feel free to leave them and I'll do my best at answering them for you. See you next time.